Okay, so today we are on Engage, and we are on Lesson 11, Module 1, Lesson 11. And if you notice, I have my place value chart out because we are going to work on subtracting decimals. And you guys have done pretty well on adding decimals, so we're going to go ahead and go do a subtracting decimals. And if I have 83 tenths, and I am going to subtract 6 and 4 tenths. So 83 tenths means we have the 3 in the tenths place because we always, our last digit goes wherever we say, so our last digit will go in the tenths place. And we have 83 tenths. So, and we are going to be subtracting 6 and 4 tenths. So we're going to do this very similarly to how we did it with multiplication. Sorry, not multiplication, addition. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw 8 discs in my ones place and 3 discs in my tenths place. Now, I cannot take 4 from 3, and so I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to just go ahead right here and write my 6 and 4 tenths. Now I can't take 4 from 3. I can't go to the store and buy something that costs $4 for $3, so I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to cross out one of those. And remember that 10 tenths makes 1 whole, so I'm going to just make that into 10 tenths. Okay, so now I'm doing 10 tenths. Sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm going to take 13 minus 4. And so I'm just going to cross out 4 of them. So I'll just cross out this line right here. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9. And I need to take, I have only 7 left over, and 7 minus 6 equals 1. So our answer would be 1 and 9 tenths. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do some more examples. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. So if I have the problem 831 thousandths and I subtract 292 thousandths. So if I call it thousandths, the last digit will be in the thousandths place. So 0, 8, 3, 1 minus 0, 2, 9, 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put those in discs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 discs in the tenths place. I have 3 hundredths and that 831 thousandths, so I'm going to go ahead and put 3 discs in the hundredths place and 1 disc in the thousandths place. Then I'm going to go ahead and represent 292 thousandths as discs. So I've got 2 discs here. I've got 9 discs in the hundredths place. And 2 discs in the thousandths place. So I cannot take 2 from 1. I can't go to the store and buy a $2 candy bar for $1. So I'm going to have to borrow from our 300ths. So I'm going to get rid of this 300ths, and I'm going to remember that 10 thousandths make 100ths. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that I now have 11 discs. Subtract 2 discs from that, and I have a total. I'm going to just cross those out, and then I get rid of these, and I have a total of 9. Now here I have 9 discs, and I cannot take 9 from, and I only have 2 left over from 2, so I'm going to have to borrow from the tenths place. And 10 hundredths make 1 tenth, so So I added 10 more discs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12 discs, I'm going to get rid of minus 9. I'll have 3 left over. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. I can cross them out if you like, if that makes it easier. I can cross out 9 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 3 left over and get rid of those. And I have 539 thousandths. Now, the reason that we do this, and some of you may know already how to do standard algorithm, and that's fine, but I like to show you we aren't just borrowing one. We aren't just borrowing, we are borrowing tenths, we are borrowing hundredths, we are borrowing thousandths. So you need to make sure that you understand that as you go into addition and subtraction. Also, remember with addition that we always have to line up the decimals. That is such an important thing. If we don't, we're going to get very mixed up. So let's go ahead and let's do one more example. Actually, we're going to do 2 more examples. So here is 4 and 83 thousandths minus 1 and 29 hundredths. So I'm going to write in 4 and 83 thousandths minus 1 and 29 hundredths. Now I'm going to draw those in represented with discs. So I have 4 here, I have 0 here, I have 8 here, and I have 3 here. And that represents 4 and 83 thousandths. Here I have 1 disc because I have 1 in the ones place. I have 2 in the tenths place, and I have 9 in the hundredths place. Okay, so let's take 3 minus 0, and 3 minus 0 is 3. Now I have 8 minus 9. Now I cannot take 9 from 8. I don't have anything in the tenths place, so I'm going to have to go clear over to our ones place. And remember, 10 tenths equals 1 whole. And I still need to borrow over here, so I'm going to get rid of one of these tenths. Now I have 9 tenths left over. Remember, 10 hundredths equal 1/10. Okay, so after all that, I am finally ready to do my problem. Now I am doing, and we have 18. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Subtract 9, and I'm going to get rid of these 9. So I got rid of 5, 9. Don't have to worry about those anymore. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 discs left. And since I had to borrow from over here, all I have to do is just the work here. I'm getting rid of 2 here, so I'll get rid of 2 here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And I am doing 3 minus 1, so get rid of 1 here and those 2. And we have 2 and 793 thousandths. Okay, we're going to do one more example and then I will assign you your homework, and hopefully this won't be too bad of an assignment. It's not that much different than regular subtraction. So let's go ahead and do one more example and then I will, like I said, assign you your homework. So hold on just a moment. Okay, so our last problem that we are going to do is 6 minus 48 hundredths. Now you're thinking, Mrs. Hepworth, I don't have any decimals. Well, I can have decimals because I can go 6 decimal. We don't say point. We say decimal 0, 0, or 6 and 0 hundredths. And I have 48 hundredths here. So I'm going to represent these using discs. So I have 6, and then I'm going to represent 48 hundredths in discs. Okay, I have nothing over here, so I'm going to have to borrow from my ones place. And so I'm going to cross out this one, and I know that 10 tenths equals 1 whole unit, so I'm going to draw 10 tenths here. And I don't have anything here either, so I need to borrow a tenth. And remember, 10 hundredths equal 1 tenth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I can do my work. So I need to get rid of 8 hundredths. I'm going to get rid of 8 hundredths here. All I have left is 2 hundredths. It's quite the 2 I just made. Now I need to get rid of 4 hundredths here. I'm going to cross out 4 here. I have 5 hundredths left over. And 5 minus nothing is 5. Okay, so that is 5 and 52 hundredths. Now, I know that, like I said, most of you know how to do this with standard algorithm, and that's fine, but it is important to understand we are borrowing tenths, we're borrowing hundredths, we're borrowing thousandths, so make sure that you know what you're talking about with that. Okay, so our questions for today are, I'm going to just write the assignment right here on this grid right here. I want you to do 1 and 4 tenths minus 7 tenths. So this is your homework. Do it on your place value chart and then write the answer on a separate sheet of paper. So this is going to be A. B is 91 and 49 thousandths minus, 91 and 49 hundredths minus 7 tenths. C is 191 and 49 hundredths minus 10 and 72 hundredths. Letter D is 7, cross that one out, 7 and 148 thousandths minus 7 hundredths. And E, which will be our last one, is 60 and 91 hundredths minus 2 and 856 thousandths. Actually, we're going to add one more. F is 361 and 31 hundredths minus 2 and 841 thousandths, and those should be closer together. That is your homework for today. Do the very best you can. Remember, the 3 would go in the hundred spot, the 6 would go in the tens, the 1 would go in the one spot, the 3 would go in the tenths, and the 1 would go in the hundredths. Do the very best you can. Remember that this is an error, so that one is 7 and 148 thousandths. Good luck, and I'm excited to see what you were able to accomplish.